Internet, I'm Nick, and this is the Battle of the Olympus Point and Shoots. Let's get ready to rumble!
In the red corner, shot by Nick Terrible Chest Tattoo LoPresti, weighing in at 232 grams. It's the manual focus rangefinder aperture priority, the Olympus XA!
With my XA, you'll be X-Nay.
In the blue corner, handled by Sarah Schmoopy Baby Doll 2T, weighing in at 156 grams. It's the fully automatic Infinity Stylus Epic, aka the Olympus Mju II!
My Mju will make you go boo-hoo!
Okay, here's the rules for this super seriously ethical street photography photo battle between the Olympus Mju II and the Olympus XA. It's all gonna be triple double blind tests, focus group with the people looking at... Okay, there's no rules. I'm just gonna arbitrarily assign points, and probably Sarah's gonna win because I don't want her to leave me for grainy days. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so anyway, Sarah and I loaded up both of our Olympuses with Fuji 400 and went to Fredericksburg, Texas.
Hello Internet, I'm Nick. I'm in Fredericksburg, Texas today trying to do some street photography on Fuji 400 and my Olympus XA.
Thanks, loser. I already said that. Well, you know I had to waste the first shot on the Forerunner. We call her Big Pee-Pee. Hey, didn't turn out too bad. That's 1 point for me. So before we hit the main drag and started snapping away, we wanted to check out all these classic cars. Look at all shiny over here.
Hey, I'm Nick. How you doing?
Scott.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Pretty exciting.
When's the show kicking off?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, I was like, it can't be going on now. It's too dead.
They're bringing everything in, so this pavilion will be full of cars.
Don't worry, there's more classic car pics at the end. And thank you, Scott, for being such a swell guy and talking to me. You gotta be nice. Don't be a creeper when you're out taking street photos. Anyway, like I said earlier, I'm using the Olympus XA. It's a manual focus aperture priority rangefinder, and the manual focus ended up biting me in the ass on that one. So here I am getting my bearings and some B-roll at the same time when Sarah captured the first banger of the day. Maybe I just like looking at pictures of myself, but I think the Mju really did a good job on this one. Well, let's get this photo battle started. Here I am at a crosswalk, crowd coming my way, all stopped down, ready to shoot from the hip, and yeah. Here's Sarah's. Looks like she won this round. But wait, there's more people coming. Maybe I'll redeem... Yeah, looks like Sarah's running away with this thing. Well, I'll try not to talk over this whole episode because apparently I stink at photography. But yeah. Okay, well this next one's a perfect example of just being a straight up creep, just saddling up next to this guy, but, you know, I think it's pretty good. Wait, here's a rare chance to witness Sarah in her natural habitat taking photos. And man, this one slaps. Here's a great example of the difference between male and female shooters. Sarah focusing on boots like women tend to do, and I, being as vain as I am, taking a convoluted selfie. Wait a second. Pause.
Look at what this little sneaky Schmoopy is doing right here. And she's holding it down to her side, getting ready, getting prepared, and she fires off this slapper. I mean, just look at those hats. I mean, Sarah's running away with it.
Well, I better start hustling if I want to catch up to Sarah. This scene isn't too exciting, but I mean, this guy was posted up, easy pickings, so I went for it. I kind of like the shadow, though. What? Sarah's passing up this couple? And from the hip? Meh, it's all right. The blue kind of pops, and I like that she looks like she noticed me. Well, here's a perfect example of two different photographers approaching the same scene from two different angles. Look at this. Beautiful mother-daughter scene, so much to look at. Okay, at least I'm not the only one taking crap shots. This one's Sarah's. And of course, I could not resist this puppy dog eating ice cream. What a spoiled brat. This was too good of a scene to pass up, but I still feel like I missed the decisive moment.
Trying to catch him begging for some.
I mean, I don't know what it was. There was a dog, there was ice cream, but then Sarah swooped in and got a better shot. I mean, it's just a better composition. The dog's licking his lips. It's a perfect scene. The only thing bad about it is I'm in there. Here's my final attempt.
What a cutie. I wish I could bring mine out like that. He's a menace, though.
Oh, he's a menace?
Yes, he is. Have a good one, y'all.
Did you hear me talking to those nice people? Doing that really helps you get comfortable with street photography. Just act like a normal person. But focusing your camera helps more. Now look at these scenes Sarah's about to get. Yeah, that's beautiful. I wish it was a bit tighter, and okay, she did that too. Okay, all the points for Sarah. Okay, at this point, I don't know if I was getting desperate or if I just wanted to waste money on film. I never take shots of people's backs, but it turned out okay. Kind of looks like a movie still.
New York legs can make it.
What?
So my little New York legs can make it.
Okay, Sarah's using her little New York legs to take a hip shot on the move. I guess we were both getting a little snap happy. This one's kind of mid. It's all good. You can see I'm breaking the same cardinal rule here, getting butts instead of fronts. This next shot is one of my biggest disappointments of the day. These people were easy pickings and they were well lit, but I just was moving too fast. And then to rub salt in the wound, Sarah gets a sharp one on the move. This next scene is a great example of why it's the photographer and not the place that makes the picture. Because this turned out great, and it's Sarah's, and I missed it, blew right past it. I was too busy getting my shot ready for these good old boys coming up the other way. And hey, I really love this one, it's one of my favorites. But Sarah got a smile, so point goes to the undisputable Tucci. You can see me backing up here because I almost stepped right in front of this banger by Sarah. Look at that shot. Oh, I'd try and get something good too, but I mean, it's just a bored guy in a hand gesture. And here I go, I'm about to line something up in this alley when I see, oh, Sarah's about to take this banger. Good thing I stepped out of the way. She gets a million zillion points for that one. And this is probably my favorite of the day. It's pretty good, it's sharp, and then look at this. Sarah got the same thing, a clean plate. It's beautiful, look at those colors. Oh my God, I totally forgot about this. This one's my best shot of the day. Look at this guy, and bango, bang, bang, bango. Okay, now I gotta try and follow that up, and this one's gonna be even worse. Okay, yeah, I guess you win some, you lose some.
Hey, that's our car. Yeah, look at those lights in the recess. That's kind of cool.
Okay, you can see Sarah aiming high here, getting her shot set up, and the subject is none the wiser, but we only got the back of her head, so not many points.
Ice cream or margarita?
I mean, I'd go for a marg.
That cunning Sarah was distracting me with thoughts of margaritas so she could get this shot all to herself, but it's okay, 1 point to Sarah. This shot sparked a bit of controversy.
Be careful of being so close to people.
I didn't get close to anybody. I mean, that picture from behind just now? What, do we live in Soviet Russia?
Sarah said I was too close in my last shot, so this shot of hers gets negative 10 points. This cool bar caught Sarah's eye with these flags up here, but I'm so tall, I guess I still photobombed her.
Did I get in your way? I thought I was getting out of your way.
Got a big fat head in it.
Anyway, that was the last shot on Sarah's roll, so time to reload.
Smack. You need film?
Why'd you pop squat?
Because I got stuff in my pockets. I'll squish it. I'll squish it. And not altitude, it's just telling you the truth now, the facts, honey. Take? Shot one?
Shot one.
Shot one.
Meh, I'll give her 1 point for shot one on the new roll.
It's a film festival? They must have lost our invitation in the mail or something.
I came prepared. That's right, you don't got dad jokes like these. Oh, I love this frame. Look at this guy hustling. He's like, get out of the way! I love this one, 1,000,000 points. Sarah's next shot here really captures what a lazy stroll through Fredericksburg is all about. 15 points. I really messed up this next shot, negative 1,000,000 points. I think I was exuding don't look suspicious energy and I got spooked. And then this one had so much potential, but blurry. I'll give it a point.
What'd you get? Pretty light going on.
These next two are hip shots, but they're kind of nothing burgers and they're not tack sharp, so I'm just gonna give them a point each.
Cool sign, I like the lettering.
This next one's a great example of when not to shoot from the hip. I mean, he was on his phone. I had plenty of time to put it up to my eye. Negative 1 point.
Haunted Fredericksburg Ghost Walk. Spooky dookies.
This guy up on the roof caught my eye, but
Camera's empty.
time to reload. Now, I'm pretty slow when it comes to reloading my camera, so Sarah had plenty of time to capture these. Look at those light leaks. This one gets 5 points, the last one gets 1, and I'll give this one 0.5 points. Okay, check out my spidey senses coming up. Woo! Catastrophe averted.
Nice catch.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Sarah and I going shot for shot at the crosswalk with these people. Here's Sarah's shot first. I love the color of the crosswalk signals and the building shape in the background. Then I go for this side of the group, and I think the composition's a little flat. Sarah gets 10 points, I get 0. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Okay, musician busker time. I'm up first. I really like how you can see his hat there. It's a minimal comp. There's nice shape to the backdrop, and then Sarah's kind of sets a wider scene. 5 points each. These next two shots are Sarah's, and they really highlight the dangers of shooting from the hip. That one had potential, but it's kind of skewed, kind of hurts it. And then this one, yeah, she cut off the heads. This next shot is mine. The reflections really caught my eye. Luckily, Sarah stopped before she got in my shot, but I don't know, 2 points. Geez, get a room, you two. What is this, the fantasy suite? Speaking of fantasy, what was I thinking taking this one? The subjects are so far away, it's just kind of a boring shot. 1 point. Well, please ignore my singing, because Sarah's about to get a great, amazing shot. Just a great human moment. Look at this family shot. This one gets 100,000 points. Easy. Look at those smiles. I took my time framing up this one. I kind of like the shadows. 3 points.
Nice breeze. What is this, Soviet Russia?
You know I hate it when you do it.
I love singing about the moon and the June and the spring. I like to sing.
I love that last shot, especially because I was singing while I took it. This one, not so much.
I missed it. Oh, sorry.
Sarah catches a neat picture of this long-haired photographer we kept running into, 1 point. Then another big disappointment.
Hey, nice Sony.
Motion blur. At least the composition's okay, half a point. Here's another example of epic creeper status as I wait for this guy to turn around like that groundhog meme. I mean, there's not much going on, but it's not terrible. 1 point. Next up, we're down this alley and we try and get artsy with these shots. I give this one 2 points, and then Sarah gets like 10 for this one.
Walk this way? I don't know.
This one gets 500 points because it's me.
Just take my pick while I was mid-moving. Okay, we're in the final stretch back to the car. We're sweating our butts off. My GoPro bra is real slick and slimy. Let's hit it.
That's right, final stretch back to the car, and here we are at the ice cream shop again. Sarah fires this one off. It didn't quite hit home. 5 points. Then we're back at the hat vendors, and I try and fire off a sneaky hip shot, and it's nothing. 0 points. But then Sarah comes in with this low Dutch angle hip shot that's amazing. 10 points. Next up is this neat reflection. I thought it was okay. 1 point.
Ready? Crisscross applesauce to the potty to go poo. To go poo.
Okay, back at the car show, but we still got film on our camera, so time to fire off some shots on these automobiles. I like the reflections on this one. I'll give it 2 points. I really like the angles here with the reflections. 5 points on that one by me. These are all by me so far. This truck's a big nothing burger. That's this big old fat goose egg. Okay, I like this one. This one will get 5 points. And here, Sarah's talking to this nice old gentleman here, and this picture of her, I think that gets me 25 because she's smiling and laughing. I love it.
Well, babe, are you ready? I'm melting.
Yeah, if you want to get out of here.
Here's Sarah's car shots. I'll give this one a point because it's not doing it for me. I like the grouping on this one. That one gets 5. Then I love the baby stroller and how this one's composed. That one gets 10. This one gets 5 again. I love the yellow though. And then this one gets like 100. I mean, just look at those colors. Well, after spending all day in the hot Texas sun, nothing left to do but head back home. Don't go anywhere. I'm about to share my thoughts on both cameras, reveal the winner, and more. If you've made it this far, please, please, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, ringing that bell icon for more photography stuff all the time.
Signore Mju II. Oh, you are so glamorous. Oh, Signor XA, oh, take me now. So which Olympus wins? It was a close call. I mean, Sarah got 100,767 points and I got 130. Maybe I'm not the most impartial judge. I know this wasn't a real scientific study. You know, I think that the Mju II got the way better picture. So obviously I had a lot of trouble with camera shake and focusing with this manual focus rangefinder. You know, you get a little bit more control getting to set your aperture and depth of field, but then it's all on you to make sure you nail that focus. Sure, you can stop down and zone focus with this thing and just shoot from the hip, but then you're at the whims of whatever the meter says, and you're gonna have a slow shutter speed, and bada bing, you're gonna get camera shake, and it's gonna be terrible. You're gonna have a bad time. That's not to say that I hate this thing. I love it. You know, I love having the control of it. I love being able to set my own ISO and push the film. But this one just makes for such a fun, enjoyable time. I mean, look how pretty this thing is. I mean, it's just such a beautiful creation. And yes, this copy has light leaks. You can see the film window here has been damaged and we have a duct tape over. It still makes great images, and I don't think the light leaks ruin what we're getting. And even though you're sacrificing a bit of control with the Mju II, I think just from the fact that Sarah was able to get some hip shots and the autofocus was working fine without her even seeing what she's shooting, I mean, that goes to show that you can still run and gun with this. So the keen eyes among you might have noticed that there was a difference in the color cast between the images I was throwing up for me versus the ones I was throwing up for Sarah, especially on this example.
By the way, I develop and scan all my film at home, and these are the default conversions straight out of Negative Lab Pro, no edits.
I think the main difference was that I was shooting the legit Fuji from Japan, the stuff that's not made in Rochester. And Sarah was shooting the faux Fuji, the Kodak in disguise. That could definitely account for it. You can get a lot warmer images with the Kodak stuff. You're not gonna get the minty greens.
Some of us prefer the golden colors.
Sarah, what do you think of the score?
To be honest, the best photo was of the guy in the window, and I think that takes the cake on all of those photos combined, so I think you win.
Do you agree? Do you think I should win just because I had the pastry boy shot? But I mean, you can justify getting both of these for completely different reasons. I'd say this one, oh yeah, it's slower to focus this thing, but you can still get great shots with zone focusing on the Olympus XA. The Mju is just great because you don't have to think about anything. Think less, shoot more. I mean, it's one of the smallest, most compact cameras, and there's a reason this thing is so sought after. It's an iconic pocket camera for a reason. Yeah, I think they're both great cameras. I'm definitely blessed to have both of these. Well, this one's Sarah's. She never lets me shoot this one.
That thing comes with me everywhere. Everywhere we go, that camera's with me.
One word of warning, if you're gonna get the Olympus XA, yeah, I've wasted tons of shots on this thing because it has a hair trigger.
I hope you don't have film in there.
I don't. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I judged it fairly? I think they're both great tools for pocketable street photography walks, just going out trying to be fast and loose and have fun without some big heavy SLR hanging off your neck. I got a lot of stuff in the works. They're not all gonna be POV street photography stuff. There's gonna be camera reviews. We're doing a Minolta Weathermatic underwater shot thing. Gonna be doing experiments with direct to positive paper 4x5 stuff. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Right now the goal is to come out every other week on the off weeks of bad flashes and grainy days. Well, thank you, Internet. I'm Nick.